Ya, bueno, vamos a continuar este juego. Sé que en el último episodio dije
Hot day,
no
isn't
tengo
it?
ganas,
Like
pero
someone started a fire in the guts of the ship. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
o sea, me lo voy a dar vuelta, ¿saben qué? Voy a darme vuelta, voy a tratar de ver un poco más. Me gusta el juego, ¿ya? Tiene ciertas cosas, como dije, que tal vez no me agraden tanto, o que siento que faltan algunas cosas, en cierto modo.
Assholes and their big interstellar freighters.
Pero dentro de todo me gusta. Así que yo creo que voy a seguir dándole nomás y
What
nos
nearly
vamos a
rammed
ver
me on
qué
the
onda.
way in.
Me va a joder si uso el terminal. Bueno, no me dijo nada. Entonces, quiero ver una cosa para acordarme solamente. Nosotros entramos por ahí, me falta ver acá un par de cosas. Aquí prácticamente...
You ever hard up for work? Try Sublight's out.
Aquí ya entramos, acuérdense que nos dimos la vuelta y todo el tema. Eh, Esto es Space Choice, que es una tienda probablemente.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks. That's a Spacer's choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Have a look.
Veamos. No tiene nada.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Ahora me falta revisar la parte de ahí.
If it wasn't for us, this whole damn station would shut down.
Esto acá ya lo vimos, porque esto era la parte donde vendían las armas. Y creo que esta parte también la vimos porque bajamos por acá, si no me equivoco. Entonces me falta esta parte de aquí.
Are you listening to me? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed. Good luck getting to Jessie, and better...
Something I can help you with? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Eridiano. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws. Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you? You have yourself a day, then.
Miss Doyle isn't having any visitors. Even friends.
Why do we let people more heavily armed than us on board? Looking sharp.
last ratted on rotten time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? mind. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Entonces, para mi punto de vista, las cosas más importantes son la tecnología, el sigilo y los diálogos, honestamente. El problema es que aquí tengo... Me baja bastante el valor, la verdad, ¿o no? Y no entiendo por qué. Dice valor de talento ajustado. Lo que quisiera entender por qué, tal vez es la armadura, puede ser. ¿Es por esto? O sea, no, me tendría que poner una armadura un poco más ligera. A ver, déjenme ver, quiero ver una cosa solamente. Sí, ¿ven? Es la armadura. La armadura hace que... ¿Y cuánto es lo que defiende esta armadura? Esta, ¿no? 19. Y esta 12. Físico 3. A ver, es que no quiero entender que estoy flaqueando, porque tal vez Eh, o sea, yo creo que los voy a dejar en 40 y le voy a dar a... de defensa, yo creo. Aún no sé cómo funciona, porque, o sea, lo que no entiendo es por qué esta armadura me genera ese como peso, bueno, ahora mismo en realidad valor de venta. Más 5. Talentos de sigilo menos 5. Ah, porque esa armadura pesada, ya entendí por qué. Convence a Uma. Que tengo varias misiones que hacer, o sea, yo no creo que sean 12 horas las misiones, la verdad. Dudo que sean 12 horas, la verdad. Hay muchas misiones. Voy a guardar. No, hay mucho por hacer, o sea, por ahora hay mucho, realmente. Y me infiltré aquí y todo el tema. Ahora, yo no sé si me van a ver, probablemente, ¿no? Mejor salgo, pero salgo por la parte que... ¿Ven? Les dije. No quiero que me vean. Qué mal. ¿Qué hago para que no me vean? Tengo sigilo, se supone. Si me meto por acá...
What? What was that? Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Lo bueno que tengo la habilidad de poder, digamos, convencerlo, ¿no? Entonces lo que me convenía era darme la vuelta. Que si no, olvídense. Ahora, ya revisé eso. Podría hablar con ella y hacerlo ahora, ¿no? Ya lo puedo hacer. Pero aquí esto también lo vimos. Bueno, sigamos viendo qué onda.
Don't look funny at the crew.
If you got a complaint, file it at security.
Carry on.
CNP Borstworth.
Ahí, hablé con Lilian. Este tipo.
CNP Chicken and Potatoes. At CNP, we know our CNP.
No.
Sublight for life.
You couldn't pay me to visit Honor. Probably get my face eaten off.
Salvage is a family business. You've got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet. Take anything. Miss Lilio takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
Este debe ser la central donde está el presidente. Probablemente, creo yo, ¿eh? Porque tiene el piso de arriba, o sea, de tinca.
CNP Borston Baked Beef.
Tal vez no.
Need to eat and run. Borston.
Aunque no leo todo porque no lo leo, me quiero ahorrar tiempo,
Go
la
back to
verdad.
Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are
Does that
board
dome look
property.
safe to you?
Disperse now, or I'll detain
Bueno,
you for
hay dos cosas que tengo que ver. O sea, una es la de ahí, la otra es la de acá. Que tal vez acá no es, ¿ah? Porque este es shipping, o sea, es como un hangar de naves de transporte.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable? Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Esto después lo voy a ver porque probablemente eso sea la misión principal, como comenté. Que es esta. No, veamos si es acá. Pareciese, ¿no? ¿O no? Bueno, después voy a volver, por ahora no.
I hear scary things about Monarch. If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terrified to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terror-fry them in their own juices. Just as well. Near fresh from the grinder, anyhow.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
RT greeting. Potential this unit beginning dispense.
Got one more hour before the dockmaster bills me. How many beers can I down, do you think?
Something the matter?
This is Halcyon News. We
Good
interrupt your
luck.
regularly scheduled
Junlei's about
advertisement
everything.
for
We'll
the
just
following
read the old
story.
rec together.
Concentrate.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the danger?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Whatever it is,
Remember
I'm
Auntie
working.
Cleo? Because she remembers you. You were sick. Who took your temperature?
When I started this job, you could go days without a major incident.
You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
Hours. I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. Suppose it's time to...
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until we get those radiators fixed.
For news in the Halcyon colony.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
What was that?
Put him down! My
Did I hear something?
going on over there?
Creeping feet. Searching.
Is it over? Are we done?
La wea, weón. Yo creo que voy a usar la otra arma nomás.
Who the... Hey,
Take him down!
Heard something.
What was that?
Security.
Gotta reload!
Begin.
Something going on over there? Getting behind cover!
What was that? You picked the wrong damn date! I hear something.
What was that? Did I hear something? What was that? Getting behind
Something
cover!
going on over
What was that?
What was that?
Security.
Did I hear something?
I think I heard something. What was that? I think I heard something. Hear something? What's going on over there? What was that? Heard something. I got you.
O sea, es raro cómo funciona el sistema este de robo, porque en realidad, como dije, no hay ningún momento donde te revisen o vean. O sea, si te ven, te lo puedes sacar con algún diálogo de intimidación o persuasión o cualquier ese tipo de cosas, la verdad. Pero este robot me va a hacer verga. Si lo disparo me va a matar, honestamente. Yo no, se ve muy fuerte, la verdad. No lo voy a disparar por ahora. Y guardaría por si acaso. No sé exactamente si me voy a encontrar algo más o no, la verdad. Se supone que hay una misión en el diario que hice. Si no me equivoco, es acá.
What was that? I can't see! Oh, fuck! Think I heard something. Put him down! I need some help here! Hey, I need some help here! Watch it! What was that?
Something's going on over there. What was that?
Me va a matar.
You're trying to get us all. What do you think you're doing?
I don't have time for this. Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by. That's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
El problema es la reputación, la verdad. 2% es mucho, o sea, es muy poco, 1% es muy poco, por ahí 16% es mucho. Debería haber robado después, cuando, digamos, cuando después de hablar con ella. O sea, el 1% como dije, igual es poco, no es tanto, la verdad. Entonces, puedo cobrar la recompensa de... Tengo varias misiones, ¿no? Puedo cobrar la recompensa de esto acá. Este robot podría atacarlo, pero yo creo que es arriesgarme mucho. Se lo dije. ¿Cuál no me hace tanto daño? La verdad.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
I'm just in port long enough to get another haul contract.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not. I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. Have yourself a pleasant day.
CNP Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, forced and baked beans is the only one.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of manties. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
All beginning. Security requires to initiate forming an area suite now. Investigating. Sweeping.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says, cycle droplet pumps. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life-or-death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. You've got my attention.
Hey! You the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns. Whenever you're free, let's have a chat. You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station. We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied. denied by Junlei. The chief. You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize some payment forms with your name on them while you're out fixing the station. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time. Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is. Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life. CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. A little advice. Before you start telling lies, get a feel for who you're talking to. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch. If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities. Your words, not mine. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the distraction. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. You've got my attention.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Moral is, mantisaurs can't run when they're full of holes. You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh? So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it, with interest.
Nice one. You must have had him quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
The woolly milk has coagulated into woolly curds again, Captain. Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen will be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? So you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Tripical Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this uniform is more than headgear. It's a state of mind, and our customers know the difference. Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security? Have a look.
CNP Borst Pockets can be macrowaved in 2.5 seconds. Borst Pockets.
Was it time I wanted to be an engineer?
Felix Millstone. Nice to see you out of docking bay. Keeping your nose clean?
Yes, ma'am. Been at least a couple weeks since my last nose-related incident.
Uh-huh. I'm glad to see you in a captain's custody. Just try not to steal any critical parts from my ship.
It's possible I got caught lifting some spare parts a couple years back, but it was only just that one time. Honest.
I'd tell you to stay out of trouble, but I know you'll find it anyway. Whatever you do, just make sure I don't find out.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
This is Halcyon News.
CNP near maple syrup. It's Here, this complete breakfast. Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well... She sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it.
Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei, I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there. So, how does this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Well, drunk's what I'm aiming for, so I'll take your word on it. Bottoms up.
Whoa! Easy there, Parvati. Maybe you want to work yourself up to whiskey next time.
Oh, no, it's good. I'm fine. I just didn't expect it to taste like... Oh, propellant. Oh, stars, I can feel it settling. Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing? Huh. Yeah. I guess we are that, huh? Friends. Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
You want to know what I think? I think you should write what you want to say down on your hand. Always worked for me.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. No more whiskey. I think another'd leave me on the floor. Gosh, that smells pretty almost. Like flowers gone a little off. Down it goes. Hey, that's not so bad. Kind of almost nice, maybe. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Figuring feelings ain't so easy as saying words, Captain. Someone so brave as you, well, you can't understand. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. I'd never thought of it that way. I wonder what June's afraid of being rejected for. She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my rosish colored goggles talking. To be strong like her. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. Yeah. I like the way you put that, like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about. Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
Huh. All right. Thank you guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger? What ain't I got?
Es como raro el juego, la verdad. Es entretenido, tiene harto diálogo. A mí me gustan los juegos que tienen diálogo, la verdad, me agradan. Sobre todo si el diálogo, digamos, tiene una congruencia, o sea, como que calza en lo que quieres decir o no. Es entretenido, no voy a decir que no. Ayer estaba un poco como que ahí no sabía si seguir o no, la verdad. Pero dentro de todo igual es entretenido, o sea, pero no son más de 30 horas, o sea, yo por lo que estoy viendo hasta el momento.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Though, that whiskey did give my head aching something fierce. Feels like a primal's chewing on my skull. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Ya, bueno, todo esto era o sea, toda esta misión era un tema amoroso más que todo de ella con la capitana, o sea, sí, con la capitana de la nave, pero bueno. Ahora, aquí tengo un par de misiones que tengo que hacer y que tengo que ver realmente. Se supone que me habían confiscado la nave y que no podía moverme de la nave y todo.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
Entonces tengo, como dije, un par de misiones y ya se han desbloqueado lugares. Este fue el primer lugar que fuimos, ¿no? Terra 2. Después fuimos acá y dice pasajero a cualquier parte. que es la misión principal, ¿o no? Que viaje a Bahía Estelar. Ya. Y eso es. Y acá hay una misión, no. Laboratorio de fines, no hay una misión. Realmente, por lo menos, GB23 en Esquila. Habla con Gladys en Piamore. Esa es la misión principal. A ver, veámosla, porque la verdad que yo sé que he entrado y salido 20 veces de la nave, pero bueno. Hay mucha pantalla de carga, eso es como lo único. Es como lo único negativo que tiene el juego, es que hay mucha pantalla de carga. Me recuerda mucho a, no a Starfield, porque Starfield igual tenía mundos grandes, pero igual tenía muchas pantallas de carga. Me recuerda más... No sé. Ah, verdad que aquí... Se me había olvidado completamente de que... teníamos que hablar con la contrabandista.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
An abandoned outpost? You think it's haunted?
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
O sea, no es que me sirva honestamente lo que compré, pero bueno. Puede que el arma sí me sirva, o sea, el arma igual pega 600, pega una locura. Pega más que cualquiera de esas armas que yo tengo. Definitivamente esta arma pega muchísimo. Esta arma pega 600 y es una pistola nomás. Podría haberle pagado, pero prefiero tomar la misión. Me parece extraño porque digamos que antes me marcaba las misiones, o sea, antes como que yo podía ver qué misiones habían en qué lugar, ¿no? El problema es que esa de ahí es la misión de... Ahí está. Pasaje a cualquier parte, chatarrero de las estrellas, armas vacías. Armas vacíos, las voces del mundo, el hombre vacío, el hombre vacío. Vayámonos aquí, yo creo que es como...
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Este era como el otro lugar donde teníamos que ir, pero no me acuerdo por qué misión era, la verdad. El hombre vacío creo que era, ¿no?
Remember that
¿O no?
you are not insured.
Armas al vacío. teoría debería ser acá. Igual lo voy a guardar. No sé qué me puedo encontrar, la verdad.
Hello?
Hemos descubierto una flaqueza. No.
Can you hear me? Does this work? I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Chanchido.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival... Ah, your old hibernation man. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Entonces la idea mía es tratar de terminar estas misiones. Ya tengo una de las armas, ¿no? Así que posiblemente aquí ya no hay nada más que ver. Podría hablar con él también, es una opción.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
O sea, no veo nada más importante, me voy a ir. Pero, no siento que haya algo importante aquí. Tal vez lo hay, tal vez no, pero por lo que veo no. Como dije, igual es bien lineal el juego, pues, o sea, puedes ir a investigar otras zonas y otras cosas y tienes misiones secundarias también, tienes varias misiones secundarias, la verdad. Pero en general es una historia derecha, o sea, puedes optar por no hacer lo que estoy haciendo yo, sí. Veamos. Veamos qué más podemos hacer. Vamos aquí, yo creo. Entonces, bueno, hay enemigos, pero ¿qué dice? ¿Esto tiene una marcada una misión? No. Esto de acá vendría a ser... Creo que es esta, si no me equivoco. Las voces mudas.
Who's living in a relay station all the way out here?
Captain, this place is supposed to be empty, yeah? Because I got the clearest feeling.
Here we go! Try another weapon!
Esta arma va a ser una pistola.
Got him, boss!
Está bastante buena, la verdad. A ver. Esto es lo que siempre me pasa con estos juegos, que me gusta recoger todo. Tengo el mal de Diógenes, yo creo. Atascado, todo atascado. Ahora, muy poca gente te vende cerraduras, la verdad. Eso sigue estando. Igual, no voy a decirlo porque si lo digo va a ser muy repetido lo que voy a decir. Iba a decir algo, pero no, mejor me quedo callado. Esas minas de ahí. Me hizo verga la mina. Me voy a echar para atrás porque realmente si me llega me va a hacer verga. Un poco lento la recolección, la verdad. Si no me atacan por ahora, da lo mismo, ¿no? Yo no los voy a atacar. O sea, Ahora la dificultad para abrir cerraduras y ese tipo de cosas realmente no es muy alta, o sea, la puedes subir fácilmente si haces misiones secundarias, no veo una complicación en eso, la verdad. Lo veo bastante simple, honestamente. Hay ciertos lugares que requieren tarjeta, pero en general casi todo es abrible.
Oh, gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Ahora voy a revisar el terminal, pero por ahora... Me da flojera leer todo. O sea, hay mucha lectura en este juego. Eso fue todo. Fácil. La verdad. Nada del otro mundo. Porque ahora hay que devolvernos a la Viamonte a entregar la información. La pionera, eso. A la pionera. Fuimos a esto. Nos faltaría Morroca, que es el hombre vacío, que eso sería otra arma, ¿o no? Vicario, no. Quiere encontrar a una persona que sabe francés. Sí. Bueno.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain.
O sea,
You're free to disembark.
se ve grande el mapa. Puede que haya algún mapa grande, otro más pequeño, definitivamente. Pero yo siento que no es tan grande. O sea, sí es grande, pero yo no creo que más de 25 horas o 30, más o menos, algo por ahí. No creo que más. Obviamente que si no haces las misiones secundarias, yo creo que es mucho menos. ¿No? Si te das solamente por las misiones primarias, digamos. Pero todo va a depender, o sea, de qué hagas.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly. Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
CNP worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst.
Igual se siente un poco vacío, lo vuelvo a decir, eso ya lo he dicho muchas veces, pero se siente un poco vacío. O sea, no es un juego que tú lo sientas como lleno de cosas por hacer con mucha vida, digamos, en los lugares que tú vas.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, by which I mean I have been systemically programmed to do so.
No sé, todo, el juego, digamos que toda la trama se trata de conseguir estos químicos para poder revivir a más gente, para salvar al mundo del caos o de la weá esta de estos hueones, digamos, del consejo. Eso es todo el porqué, ¿no? Y acá obviamente van a haber excusas para llegar acá o acá o acá o acá, y probablemente misiones secundarias. Eso.
Big, wild, untamed, danger lurking around every corner. Monarch is everything I imagined. Heads up, boss! Ooh, that has a hurt!
¿Quién nos atacó? Está atacando esos bichos.
Everyone all right?
Está atacando a los bichos de mierda. Lo único que espero es que no esté lleno de misiones secundarias, porque es entretenido, sí, pero como se siente un poco como medio, ¿cómo decirlo? No sé, medio genérico nomás, si me entienden. No le encuentro otra. No encuentro mucho más que decir, honestamente. Se siente genérico.
Get off! Get off! I don't think you're getting through!
Se lo gané. Y eso que igual le puse una armadura más o menos decente, o sea. Igual esta arma pega más que la otra, honestamente. Igual harta experiencia, honestamente. Y esta pistola muy buena, o sea, para ser una pistola, realmente muy buena. Como dije, espero que no esté lleno de cientos de misiones secundarias como excusa, digamos, para rellenar el juego. Obviamente que está en mi disposición si yo tomo las misiones secundarias o no, ¿no? Pero es que no sé, la verdad. No sé. No sé. Se lo juro que no sé. No sé qué jugar. Estoy jugando esto porque ya lo empecé y bueno, eso. Pero la verdad... Me voy a gastar muchas balas y me voy a gastar... O sea, te da mucha experiencia, te voy a decir, eso sí voy a decir. Pero son súper mega fuertes, o sea, no es que sean débiles. Tal vez mi arma es una mierda, no sé, pero... No creo, por eso, o sea, compré esta arma específicamente porque pegaba 600. Wow. Miren esos bichos, man. En serio. Se bugueó, ¿no? Qué bueno que se haya bugueado. Me va a matar. Corre, corre, corre. ¡Ah! Va a morir. Voy a morir, voy a morir. Son demasiado fuertes. ¿Qué onda este lugar, weón? En serio. Me parece un lugar muy, muy raro, weón. Pero no le hago nada, a esa weá no le hago nada. O sea, olvídate, no le hago una mierda con esa arma. Imagínense la cantidad de daño que le hago. 2, 3, 2. ¿Eso quiere decir de que realmente no tengo que estar acá? Creo yo, ¿no? Porque... Por lo menos con esta pistola le hago más daño, pero... Si esto va a estar lleno de estos bichos, va a ser un problema. Por eso digo, no sé si realmente yo debería estar acá o no. Y tampoco quiero gastarme todas las balas o todos los medicamentos. no hubiera comprado esta arma, me hubieran matado. O sea, hasta el bicho más pequeño te da una cantidad de vida exorbitante. ¿Y estos murieron para siempre? No. Eso, revivan. Te hemos descubierto una flaqueza. No me interesa. Siempre te quieren dar una flaqueza por un punto de habilidad. De que digo es como... Realmente es un sitio que tiene mucho riesgo. El tipo lo había comentado de que era un sitio medio peligroso, pero... No sé, no había pensado que fuese tanto.
Sorry, I can't.
Había dicho, no, es un lugar peligroso, pero... No pensé que tan peligroso. ¿Esto qué cosa es? Escopeta táctica. Es que honestamente ninguna de esas armas son buenas contra estos bichos de acá. Estos monstruos.
Here they come! For the job, Cap!
O sea, contra estos sí, ¿no? Pero porque son normales, ¿no?
That's the last of them!
Pero contra los otros grandotes... Difícil. Que no sé si vale la pena recoger esta mierda. Como dije, pura excusa nomás. Recoge toda esa mierda que hay aquí. Nada. Atascado.
Hey, I remember Cascadia from that one episode of Terror on Monarch. Crawling with monsters it was.
I would have liked to see this place before it was all boarded up. I bet it lit up the night.
No sé, no veo nada como importante honestamente aquí. Hay una pasada, o sea, puedo seguir derecho por acá y ver qué es lo que hay allá. Posiblemente me voy a encontrar con muchos bichos y no sé si es muy buena idea honestamente. Porque no son de... No, no es buena idea. Para nada. No, no creo que sea buena idea.
No good, boss. Try another weapon.
Es que, como dije, enfrentarme a uno ya es bastante. Enfrentarme a dos es mucho peor. No. Y lo peor de todo es que se cura, mira. Y si le pego con otro tipo de arma no le hago nada.
I don't think you're getting through.
Y mis aliados quedaron en el suelo.
Here we go. Past that armor.
No, es que me pega mucho. Y el daño que le hago es una mierda, honestamente.
Can't get past that armor. On your right, Cap.
No creo que sea buena idea, me estoy quedando sin cosas para curarme, ¿me entiendes?
Take cover. Look out,
Está lleno de esos bichos. No, yo me voy de acá. No, es que olvídate, no soy suficientemente fuerte como para pasar por aquí. Olvídate. No, yo creo que soy nivel 12, ¿no? Sí. Si fuese nivel 30, lo puedo creer. Es como ya, ok, eres nivel 30, pegas mucho más. Posiblemente haya algo. Pero esto está sellado, imagínense. Esto ni siquiera es accedible, o sea. Está ahí al fondo. Pero podría saltarme la muralla, tal vez. Algo así. Creo yo. Pero no sé si sirva, la verdad. No sé si realmente valga la pena. No creo que me deje. No, es el peor Fallout que he jugado en mi vida, honestamente. No sé si es el peor de mi vida, pero es uno de los peores juegos que he jugado parecido al Fallout. Demasiado... no sé. Mucha excusa para dar vuelta, honestamente. Y ni siquiera sé qué quiero jugar, la verdad. Eso es lo peor de todo. O sea, dije, bueno, le voy a dar la oportunidad, ¿no? Como para decir, bueno, algo voy a hacer. Pero no tengo ganas. Ya lo veo en lo siguiente. Cuídense.